When you discover something unbelievably rare, you treasure it. In my case, it was not like a rare stone or a rare antique object, although I'm becoming a rare antique object. It was another person with unbelievable number of similarities. In fact, on the opposite sides of the world, we were born the same year, given the same name, and it goes on from there. A mathematician said to have over 50 different items that were the same in two people, it's like one in a Google. And a Google is 1 followed by 100 zeros. The number of people who have ever lived on Earth so far is only 1 followed by 11 zeros. So yep, that's rare. You see, we shouldn't have happened yet, but we did, and I believe God had a real reason for bringing us together and letting us know about this amazing story. I'm going to share it with you over the next few episodes. Get excited and be willing to look at life in a whole new arena and how special and rare your own life is. What I need is somebody that's always wanted to be a magician. Let me see here. Somebody that's always wanted to be a magician. How about this young lady right here? What's your name, young lady? The one that's trying to avoid eye contact. The third row back. Yes, what is your name? Hard to see. All right, will you come forward, please? I don't think she has a name, but she's always wanted to be a magician. Come on down. All right. Okay, thank you very much. If you just come right over here, I'm a left-handed magician. We'll stand right over here on this side. Now, what's your name, young lady?
Maritza.
What is it?
Maritza.
Marita. I used to eat that bread when I was in Alabama. Marita bread. Okay. Give me 5. All right, we got to work on this act, I'm telling you. All right, now, you don't mind getting wet, do you? No. Okay, we'll take care of that right now. I wouldn't do that to you. I think it's some brave helpers up here tonight. Actually, we're going to do a magic trick. Now, you've always wanted to be a magician, right?
Yes.
Yes, all right. Well, let me get some cups out of here. We'll need those. We don't want to spill stuff here. Oop, I got a bunch of them. Let's see. Get a couple of cups. All right, one for you, one for me. All right. Now, if you want to be a magician, you have to know this lesson. In order to be anything that you want to be, first, you have to find somebody that already is what it is you want to be. Then if you watch what they do and do what they did, you can be what they are because you did what they did. But if you don't watch what they do, you can't do what they did and you won't be what they are because you didn't do what they did. Now, if you want to be what I am, just simply watch what I do and do what I did and you'll be what I am because you did what I did. But if you don't watch what I do, you can't do what I did and you won't be what I am, you'll be wet. That was my disclaimer. Okay. Now, here's first of all, you have to show them the empty cup with flair. Hold on a minute. Let's get this up. All right, now watch this. All right, now try that on you. Here we go. Like that. Now that's some flair. Let's hear it for the lady. All right. Now we're going to pour water into the cup. Whoa! Don't forget the sound effects. Okay? This is good. Oh, clap for the lady. Well, I'm telling you. She's getting into this now. All right, now here we go. Got to shake it up. Hold on. She can't see what I'm doing in order to do what I did, okay? Now, shake it up. Come on now. Here we go. Wait a minute now. Wait. You've done this trick before, haven't you? Oh, man. Well, I don't want to have any advantages over you, so I'm going to take that off. Woo. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to put the right hand on top of the cup, keep the water in, bring it up to the top of my head and say, ta-da! Ta-da! Clap for the lady, clap for the lady. All right. Then we're going to bring our left hand up to the cup. This is the part where it'd be better to watch instead of do. Okay. We're going to bring our left hand up to the cup like this. Watch. Don't do. We are, in a minute, going to bring our left hand up to the cup. And we'll keep our right finger on it, and we're simply going to turn it up and say, ta-da, like that.
No way.
All right, now hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Come over here. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you the secret. They won't be listening. Here's what you do. You say, look at the spider on the ceiling. When they're looking at the spider on the ceiling, you simply pour the water back into the cup, down there, the little bucket, put it back on your head and say, spider's gone. You got it?
Look at the spider on the ceiling.
Okay, they're looking. All right, carefully pour it in here. Carefully, carefully, carefully. Oh, that's good. All right, now put it back on your head.
What?
Say, spider's gone.
Spider is gone.
Okay, I think we're ready for the finale now. Okay, carefully bring your left hand up to the cup. Keep the right finger on top like that. And we're going to turn it up on the count of 3. You ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Ta-da! Clap for the lady. All right. Whoa. Now carefully bring it back down like this. All right. And show them the empty cup with flair. All right. Whoa. Now she's catching on to this thing. Y'all clap for the young lady. All right. Thank you very much. Well, I tell you one thing. You guys, I have to be honest with you. I didn't quite level with her. When you put it up to the top of your head, you're supposed to flick your wrist like that, and it just makes all the water dematerialize everywhere. It goes all over everybody. And some of it went through this little bucket right here, went all the way through this cloth, and it landed right here in this V8 juice can. You believe that? Anybody believe it? Okay, well, I'll show it to you. It's right there. See there? That's the water that was in my cup. Whoa, yes, right. Now, it's not as thick as V8 juice, but it's good to the last drop. Now, you notice love and laughter is our theme for the night, bringing the world together through the magic of love. And do you ever want to run out of love? No. Do you ever want to get away from laughing all of the time? No. You want to have laughter along. So, you want to stay open like this V8 juice can, because it'll just fill you up and love will surround you. And you can find it even in people like that guy right there. Woo. See, there's a little there. And over here, our young lady that helped, there's some there. Oh, yes. And it never runs out, even in an old, ugly magician like me. See? Whoop. Not much. Some people you have to give a second chance. Whoop. Some people you have to give a third chance. See? There. And even over here in the back, way back there, look at there. See? Oh, yep. Now, here's the thing. My magic shows run about 45 minutes, an hour, sometimes 2 hours to 4 days. On the 4-day shows, this particular trick was about 3 days, 23 hours, and a few odd minutes. Good news. That's not tonight. One more time for the road. Let's hear it for the V8 juice can. All right. Thank you very much. All right. Yes, sirree. Now, we're still talking about love. Okay, if you folks would stand right over to the left over here. Let me get you some of this unwrapped here. Okay, if you'll just take you off a big piece of that.
Thank you very much.
Yes, let's get you a big piece of that there. All right, good, good. Anybody know what this is? What is it? Toilet paper. How many of you use toilet paper? Don't laugh. Just look around. All the people didn't raise their hand. Oh, my goodness. Now, when this show's over tonight, we may go out into the lobby, but trust me, we're not going to be shaking many hands. Okay, now, here's what we're going to do. Toilet paper's like love. This is serious stuff. And you don't want to run out of love, do you? And you sure don't want to run out of what? Toilet paper, that's right. So we're going to take a little bit and put it under this arm. And we'll take a little bit and put it under this arm. We've got to stash it all under here, see? And then we got to find some more places. We'll put some behind the left ear. That'll make the sound person happy. And then we're going to put some behind the right ear. And we're just about to run out of places to put it. Got any other ideas?
No,
How about up in here? Oh, Now, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. You didn't have all that much extra? You did. We can fix that open wide. Well, we're just kidding. Clap for the lady. All right. Whew. Well, I tell you, young fella, I don't know who you are coming up out of the audience like that, but you did such a good job. I tell you what I'm going to do. You need this table.
No, sir.
I'm going to take it with me.
Okay.
And you just do some more things. I like your style.
Who have we got here? We've got Christine? Christina. Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome to my stage Christina, the magician's assistant. And my magician for today is... Otto. Thank you. Otto, the magician. Would you mind sitting down, Otto, on the stool? Have you ever wanted to be a magician, Otto?
Yes.
Well, here's your chance, because I don't know a lot of magic. What a wizard maybe. Because I haven't got a magic wand. I do have a wizard's hat. Would you mind, Otto, sitting on the stool? Would you mind if I put the wizard's hat on? Is that okay? You wouldn't mind that. What I would like to say while I'm putting this on, Otto, is it would be really rude of me to come to your country, get a nice gentleman like this out of the audience and then make him look silly. That would be a terrible thing to do, wouldn't it? And I think Otto looks fine as a wizard. What do you think, Christina? Is Otto looking like Harry Potter or anybody like that? A little bit? Now, we wouldn't want to make Otto look silly, would we? Not at all. So, Otto, you've got to trust me in all this, okay? What? Otto, I don't know what they're laughing at, but what you're wearing is a very fine, high-powered Bell Telephone Company receiving antenna. Okay? Christina, would you step just a little bit to your right? Christina, what I have here is a very high-powered AT&T telephone transmitter. Okay. And we're going to talk today about communication. And what we're going to have happen is Christina and Otto, who have never met each other before, and we haven't collaborated, have we? We haven't. Okay, I'm going to ask Christina to pretend that she is going shopping at her local supermarket. What we're going to do, Christina, you're going to go to any shelf in your mind and just pick up a product. When you've got that product in your hand, mentally, okay, you're going to transmit an image of that product over here to this very, very expensive communications device. Now, Otto will get a picture of your product that you've selected from the supermarket, and he'll see the price on it. It's really very technical stuff, this. Don't you drop that, will you? It's very expensive. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the magic in this is without any collaboration between Otto, between Christina or myself. If on the back of this piece of green cardboard that I've bought all the way from Tasmania, I predicted the very product that Christina selects from the shelf and the very price that Otto gives to that product, would you be amazed and astounded? Oh, come on, this is really important stuff. Would you be amazed and astounded? Yes, thank you very much. Okay, Christina, it's time for you to go shopping. You're at the supermarket, walking down the aisle, there's the product you want, and you pick it up and look at it, and you've got a picture of it? Mm-hmm. Okay, now transmit it. With that, this is a photo opportunity, Mum and Dad. Okay, it's gone through, and Otto has got it, it's locked in. Yes, thank you. Big loud voice, Christina. Your product was, what did you select? Gel. Hair gel or? Hair gel. Okay, what brand was it? It didn't have a brand. I think it was probably Revlon. Was it a Revlon hair brand? And the price on the Revlon hair brand, it was just one of those little, what is it, about a 6 fluid ounce, 6 ounce tubes. Okay, the price was? $7.50. I wouldn't like to shop where you shop, Otto. Ladies and gentlemen, if on the back of this piece of green cardboard I'd predicted Revlon hair gel for $7.50, would you be amazed and astounded? Yes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you Revlon hair gel, $7.50. Thank you very much. Okay. You may take that off, Otto, you're looking a bit flushed, all right? Okay. Look, we better do some real magic, I think. That was being silly. Christine, would you mind sharing with me your birthday date? Well, the day and month that you were born?
The 23rd.
23rd of August. 23rd of August. So you've got a birthday coming up at the end of the month. Wow, that's great. Christina, everybody in the world has a special card for their birthday. Now, the people at the back of the theatre won't be able to see this. Otto will see it as I'm thumbing through. There's a card for every day of the year in this diary. I'm not going to look at your birthday date, but you are. You look at your birthday date, the 23rd of August. And you find what card you have there. Auto, I'm going to give you this ordinary deck of bicycle cards that you can just go down to Walmart and buy for a couple of dollars. Just check that they're quite ordinary cards. Give them a shuffle if you like, anything you like. You're happy with those? There's nothing magical about them? Okay. So 23rd of August, is that... Yeah? Do you want to just check that these are just ordinary cards? There is absolutely no way that I'm going to be tricking you with these at all. Is that okay, ladies and gentlemen? Everyone happy with that? Yeah? Okay, that's good. Now, Otto, you're a gambler?
No.
That's good. That's good news. Have you ever cut a deck of cards, though?
Sure.
Okay. Have you ever cut a deck of cards with a very dangerous... Anywhere you like, Otto, you've got 1 in 52 chance, 52 cards in the deck, 365 days in the year, 1 in 52 chance of cutting to Christina's birthday card, and you've cut to an 8 of hearts, and Christina isn't very impressed. That's not the card, is it, Christina? Perhaps you ought to take the card underneath the knife. That's that one. Now, Christina, in a big loud voice, would you tell everybody what your birthday card is?
The ace of puppy dog feet.
Ace of puppy dog's feet. That's an ace of clubs. What did you cut to, please, Otto? The ace of clubs. Isn't that amazing? How about a big clap for my assistants, Otto and Christina. Thank you all very much. Thank you, Christina. You have a great day. Darryl gave you a lovely magic wand. I've just got a little koala bear for the children who are here, but we've got to do a little bit of magic to deserve that. So would those children like to come up again? Where are they? 1, 2. Yes, give them a hand. I'm going to tell you guys a quick story about a farm. Who's been to a farm before? Okay, been to a farm before? Well, what happens when you go to a farm, you open up the farm gate, you drive up the farm path to the farmhouse, and you can see all the animals. Can you see all the animals? No. Do you know why they're not there? Otto left the gate open. No, he didn't. It's because they're over here waiting for me to introduce you to them. I'm going to need a lot of help here today, girls and boys, because sometimes the animals around the world don't speak the same language anyway, So I'm going to tell the story about Clarissa the cow. Now, the next time we come back to this card with Clarissa on it, we're going to do some wonderful magic. But for now... let me tell you the story about Clarissa, because everybody here knows that a cow says quack, quack, okay? What? What, Adela? A cow says moo. American cows say moo, do they? Gosh, I'm learning a lot over in North Carolina, aren't I? So if it's not the cow, and don't forget, look for this card with Clarissa again, because we're going to do some wonderful magic. If it's not the cow that says quack, quack, it must be Lassie the dog says quack, quack. Is that right? No?
The duck says quack, quack.
Oh, so what does a dog say? Roof, roof. Okay, we'll get this right. Laddie the lamb, quack, quack, perhaps? Everybody better tell us. What does the lamb say? Okay, and we're going to do that in a moment, because when we sing a song in a moment, I'm going to point like that and everybody's going to go, bam. Could we practice? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, I bet it's Porky the pig that says quack, quack. Adela, is that right? All right. What does a pig say, somebody? Oink. Oh, so that means if a pig goes out in this lovely North Carolina sunshine and gets sunburnt, you've got to put ointment on it. No, I'm sorry. Okay. Tom the cat, quack, quack. Oh, not going very well, am I, Adela? Well, look, I'm going to tell the story about Tom anyway, because Tom isn't an ordinary cat. Tom used to belong to a witch, and Tom's got a horrible habit of disappearing. And I told you when we got back to Clarissa the cow, we were going to do some wonderful magic. So there's Clarissa, here is Tom. I'm going to sit Tom, where will we put him? We'll put him about here, where everybody can see him. Can you still see the card with Tom on it? I'm going to cover Tom over with the mat like that, so the cat sat under the mat. Do you have the cat sat on the mat here? Okay, and here's my magic hat. My magic character is called Mr. Beep, okay? And my magic words are, fiddly deep, it's Mr. Beep. Could you say that? 1, 2, 3, it's fiddly deep, it's Mr. Maybe the adults have to help. 1, 2, 3, it's fiddly deep, it's Mr. Okay, this time, when we say the magic words, Tom's going to disappear. It's the most amazing magic you'll ever see, everybody. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3, it's fiddly deep, it's Mr. Beep, and Tom has disappeared. Did you see that? What? What? He's looking at me in disbelief. He's saying he's not a very good magician. You saw me do that, didn't you? Okay, how will we prove if this is Tom? We'll turn it over? No? Oh, round. I'll turn it round and around and around and around and like that, you mean? I told you Tom would disappear because while you weren't watching, girls and boys, mums and dads, Tom ran all the way back to the farmyard. He opened up the farm gate, he ran up the farm path to the farmhouse, and there he is. Yes! What? Oh, not there? Well, he's due there shortly. If anyone sees Tom the cat, please let me know, won't you? Oh, how about a big clap for Tom? That'll do, eh? Thank you. I thought while I've got the children up here, I might introduce you to some Australian animals. If I said I was going to talk about some Australian animals, what's the first thing that comes to mind? What? Kangaroo, that's a good one. Did somebody say something from the audience? Platypus, yeah. Do you know what a goanna is? A goanna is like an iguana. A drongo is like a vulture or a buzzard. What else is there that you might not know? You'll meet lots of animals in this silly song and just see what you think. And everybody, you've got a part in this. Okay, it's about a drover and some sheep. Are we ready? One night while droving sheep, my companions lay asleep. There was not a star to illuminate the sky. I was dreaming, I suppose, for my eyes were partly closed, when a very strange possession passed me by. First there came a kangaroo with his swag of blankets blue, accompanied by a dingo for a mate. They were travelling mighty fast, but they shouted as they passed, well, we'll have to jog along, it's getting late. A pelican and some cranes, they come in from off the plain to amuse the audience with a Highland fling. And the dear old bandicoot played a tune upon his flute, while the koala bears sat round all in a ring. Here's my koala bears, give them a clap. The goanna and the crow sang the songs from long ago. The frill-necked lizard listened with a smile, and an emu standing near with one claw behind his ear said the funniest thing I've heard for quite a while. The goanna and the snake with the adder wide awake, with the alligator danced the soldier's joy. In the spreading silky oak, kookaburras cracked a joke, while the magpie sang the wild colonial boy. I was dreaming, I suppose, of those entertaining shows. It never crossed my mind I was asleep, till the boss beneath the cart woke me up with quite a start, yelling dreamy, where, oh, where are all the sheep? There they are. Give the audience a clap for saying that. Yay! I could have been really rude and said, give the audience a clap for being great sheep. Now, Adela, and who else have we got here? What's your name? Kenneth? Oh, Kenneth, yes, that's right, I remember your name. Would you like to stand up? Because what I'm going to do really quickly, because it's almost interval. Oh, yes, it is almost interval. And we need something to eat, Adela, don't we? You've got to have something to eat at interval. You guys can stand up too. So I went to Walmart, and I'm going to do some cooking now, and I've got some eggs and some flour and some milk and some butter. It's all in there, isn't it, Kenneth? No? Is it in there, Adela? Oh. Well, look, if I were to blow this bag up, what was in the bag, Adela? You tell everybody? Nothing. There's nothing in the bag. What's your name? Carson. There's nothing in the bag. Okay, here we go. Are you sure there was nothing in the bag? Because if I blew it up, that sounds funny, doesn't it? Sorry. If I were to blow it up and I were to burst and it was really full of eggs and flour and milk and butter and went all over the stage and all over Adela and all over Kenneth, would that be funny? Nah. I don't think it would be. Let's try it, shall we? 1, 2, 3, it's fiddly deep, it's Mr. Beep, eggs and flour and... Oh, I thought you said there was nothing in there, Adela. What's that? What is that called? Does anybody know? Confetti, that's right. So we can't cook you a cake for interval. Would you settle for confetti bolognese? Okay, all right. Now here's my cooking pot, and Adela, my cooking pot is full of lots and lots of... Yeah, lots of nothing. Okay, but I'm going to put the confetti in there like that. We're going to put the lid on there like that. Would you like to come round here, Adela, and stand and face the audience? That's the shot. And Kenneth, you come here too. Everybody, come and put your hand on the magic cooking pot. You'll feel it getting really warm as we say the magic words. Everybody? No, not quite. Most people. Do you want to put your hand up here too? That's the shot. Are we ready? The magic words are 1, 2, 3. It's fiddly deep. It's Mr. And just tap it with your magic wands. Tap, tap, tap with your magic wands. Is it getting hot now, Kenneth? No. One more time with the magic words. Everybody's got to join in. 1, 2, 3. It's fiddly deep. It's Mr. Lots of magic happening here. I think, Adela, you should take the lid off and see what sort of cake we've cooked. Oh, see the delight on the face of Adela. Oh, wow. How about a big clap for our wonderful assistants, Adela and Kenneth and everybody from up here. Now, I'm going to give the bowl of jelly beans to Kenneth. And you guys grab some too. He'll make sure everybody gets a magic jelly bean. But really, really importantly, all the children that came up today get a little koala bear to take home. So what colour would you like? You just take a grey one or a brown one, whichever you like. Thank you very much. It's great to have the children of North Carolina coming along. You take them with you and spread them around the audience and make sure everybody gets a magic jelly bean. That's about enough for me because, hey, I've got confetti going everywhere. We're going to welcome back. Welcome back.
Well, I enjoyed the children, and I enjoyed the magicians. So it was great. We were having a great time.
Enjoying yourself?
Yes, it's very good.
What do you enjoy most about it?
I enjoyed Burton Peebles. I thought he was very good.
Singer.
The singer, his son.
Good. Thank you. And you, sir?
I loved it.
Love what? What do you love about it?
The laughter, I guess.
I liked it because I used to do magic and ventriloquist act myself. I think they have a ventriloquist act, but I haven't seen it yet. But I do magic, or did magic, but I gave it up a few years ago and sort of retired out of the deal. But the whole show is really good. I enjoy it.
How does it feel to be on stage?
Pretty good. Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it's kind of neat because Daryl's our neighbor as well as our minister, and so, we know him. I know how crazy he is, and to now know it's somebody with his same name is just as crazy. It's scary. I mean, Daryl actually made Regis gave him a certificate of membership at the church, and Regis is my 12-year-old miniature pencil.
It was good.
Yeah? It was good. Is it over?
No, it's not over.
No. No. What do you enjoy most about it?
The singing.
Did you enjoy the show? Did you enjoy being on stage? What did you enjoy most about it?
My wand.
Your wand?
I got one.
What do you enjoy this, sir?
I like it very much.
Yes? What do you
Yes.
like most about it?
I like the magic.
Good.
Yeah, it's really good. Both guys are real good.
Oh yeah, I love it. North Carolina Daryl's a great guy, and it seems that this guy is too, from Australia. So, yeah, we really enjoyed it.
Oh, it's very good. In fact, it's hard to say really, but I like to, it's real educational for one thing, because it's not every day you meet somebody from Tasmania, you know what I mean? But I enjoyed the whole thing, especially the two singers, the solo singer. They were really good, really good.
I just think they're wonderful to get up there and share all of their talents with everybody.
It was excellent stuff, and as I bought me a Mounds, and I was just reflecting on, it was the best Mounds I think I've ever tasted. Then it kind of hit me that the reason it was so good is because now I've seen Daryl and Daryl together, and everything is going to be much better now in my life. Thank you, Daryl and Daryl.
Thanks for coming back. Yes, you're allowed to clap. That's nice. Thank you very much. when we started putting this show together, I mentioned that I did a bit of ventriloquism, and I thought that would be a lovely thing to do, but unfortunately I wasn't able to bring my big dummy across on the aeroplane. Actually, what really happened was customs, I was worried about Australian customs. If I had have tried to leave with a big dummy, they might have thought I was trying to kidnap Crocodile Dundee. Or unfortunately, unless there's a dummy somewhere in the audience, we mightn't be able to do the ventriloquism. I don't know if the children at all if you see a dummy anywhere, kids, please yell out, won't you? Because I would love to get a dummy. And where? I'm sorry, I don't understand your accent. Where is it? Behind. Ah! Oh my goodness! I've never seen a bigger dummy. This is a dummy. These are the sort of dummies you have in America. Hang on. There's a floppy old dummy. Okay. How's this going to work? Maybe. Whew. Oh yeah, controls it back here. Hang on. Head up. Head right. Head left. Oh, this will work well. Head centre and jaw. Oh, excellent. Okay. Whew, that was lucky. A bit of ventriloquism. I wonder what his name is. Hang on. What's your name? Larry. Hang on. This show is billed as the Daryl and No Larry show. All right. No Larry. So your name's No Larry. Yup. Okay, No Larry. What I was going to say was, I came without my own dummy, so you have to be my dummy. Is that okay? Okay. And where do you live, No Larry? North Carolina. North Carolina? Yep. And what's life like in North Carolina? It's cool. It's cool. It's pretty warm today for a Tasmanian, I can tell you. Yeah. Where I come from, of course, it's really, really cool. Where's that? Tasmania. Oh, do you know where Tasmania is? Nope. You don't know where Tasmania is? Nope. Do you want to know where Tasmania is? Nope. Okay, well, you better tell us something about North Carolina then. Okay, I will. It's really a great place to live. And I tell you one thing, the people are so nice here. And it's just a great place to be. And you know, this walking thing's not bad for a dummy, I think. You know what I figured out? I think we're just both a couple of dummies. I think we are a couple of dummies. Thank you for doing that, dummy Daryl. Yeah, maybe we better find a real one. Yeah, I might find a real one here somewhere. Look, I did get this one through customs. I was very lucky coming through your quarantine people here, because you wouldn't like anything. We got one of those things? Look at this. A quarantine? Yeah, you guys have got a quarantine here. I used to eat. And you're not allowed to bring plants or animals, but I did manage to get my very good friend. Look at that. Shall we go up forward? This is my friend Dexter. Dexter, do you know where you are? No. We're in North Carolina. Do you know where North Carolina is? No. Do you want to know where North Carolina is? No. Okay, that's not very friendly at all. Do you know Dexter at all? This is not. Do you know this bloke? No. Who's that? Daryl. Yeah, he's the nice one. Oh, thank you very much. Okay. Daryl, I think Dexter likes you. Yeah, I do. Do you? Dexter too. Really? Really? Yeah, really? I really like Daryl. Yeah, you really like Daryl? We have a lot in common. Yeah. Okay. Hey, what? I do anything for Daryl. You do anything for Daryl? Yep. Anything? Really? Anything at all? Anything at all. Okay. Daryl, here's your chance. Anything you want, you better ask Dexter. Dexter, give me $10. What did he say? Didn't you hear that? No, you didn't hear that. Okay, you better speak a little louder, Daryl. Dexter, give me $10. Didn't hear a thing. Didn't hear a thing? No. Okay. You sure? Yep. You wouldn't tell me a lie. Okay, then. Really loud, Daryl. See how he goes. Dexter, give me $10! No, nothing. You didn't hear that? No. Well, I heard it really, really clearly. Did you? Yep. Okay. Well, you give him the $10 then. Dexter thinks he's really smart too. I am. Are you really? Yep. He He told me he knows all the nursery rhymes. That'd be one for the children, wouldn't it? So you can test him if you like.
Okay.
Yep. You ready, Dexter? Yep. Okay, here we go.
Okay, finish this one off. Let's see. Mary had a little...
Wolf. That's not right, Dexter. Oh, so that's one strike. Sorry. Okay, try again.
Let's see. Jack and Jill went up the...
Wolf. No, Dexter. Strike 2. Sorry. Okay, you told me you were smart. I am. Try again.
Humpty Dumpty sat on the...
Wolf. Is that right, girls and boys? No. Strike 3. I think you're out, Dexter. Whoops. Yes, I reckon. Give him another chance, will we?
All right.
Okay, here we go.
Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Ah, Dexter! All right.
Thank you, thank
That's
you.
great. Well, Dexter, listen, it's been a pleasure to meet you, and I still want my $10, but I got to go right now, and y'all have some fun out here.
Yeah, say, thank you, Darryl. Dummy Darryl. We need this, Dexter, don't we? Yep. Okay, because we're going to tell the girls and boys a little poem we wrote about Dexter. Went something like this. Dexter chewed my duster up and left feathers in my bed, and when I went to growl at him, he looked at me and said, with eyes now full of sorrow, you gave me such a start when you came and grabbed your duster just before it fell apart. For your duster was exotic, a rare bird from overseas, and I, the famous hunter, had come trooping through the trees. I pounced on it and grabbed it and threw it in the air. And then I looked and you were there. So please don't be too angry, for I'm just a little pup, and chewing up your dust is merely part of growing up. Darryl's delightful children, of course you've met, Susan and Burton, and you might have heard that Darryl and I are trying to actually make the genetic link. And we're back to a period of time 365 years ago, and a geographical difference of about 6 miles, I think, back in Scotland. But what I would like to say is I do hope that we make that link, our actual families are linked, because I'd love to be related to these fine young people from North Carolina. Give them a clap. This is a little song I wrote for the children of Australia, and they seem to enjoy it, and I thought it might be a nice one. It's a bit silly, really, but I thought it might be a nice one for the children of America as well. Have you ever had a little tickle in your nose? You sneeze just once, and away it goes. You pass it to your mother, who'll pass it to your brother, who'll pass it to your sister, and on it grows. Well, love's the same as sneezes, only love's something that pleases, so spread it round wherever you may go. Love everybody from the start with a smiling face and an open heart, for love's something that everyone should know. Love everybody from the start with a smiling face and an open heart, for love's something that everyone should know. Thank you. Thank you very much, Susanna and Burton. You know that the other Darryl has a serious side, and that he does with his ministry here with the Christian Providence Church in Graham in North Carolina. And I thought it was probably a reasonable thing to do a serious song. Would that be okay? And the reason I'm doing this song is because as part of tracing our history back, we found I had 4 uncles who went to World War I and only one returned. This song was actually written by a Scotsman who at the age of 20 immigrated to Australia and became the folk voice of Australia for the last 30 or 40 years. His name is Eric Bogle, and the other link with this song is Eric Bogle was born in the town of Peebles in Scotland, which is just 12 miles south of Edinburgh. There's a couple of things I'd like to explain to you about the song. You know, I talked about the word chook meaning chicken. There's a few things that are quite poignant in this song. I'm just looking at them myself. Circular Quay is Sydney's equivalent to Fisherman's Wharf in San Francisco. It's where the big harbour cruise, the big ocean liners pull into the harbour. So that's Circular Quay you'll hear in this song. The Murray River is our Mississippi River. It's a river that embraces 3 states of Australia. Anzac Day is celebrated every April in Australia, and Anzac Day commemorates a military defeat, but it was the first time Australians fought as a nation in a war, and it was World War I. The British generals decided they had to capture the Gallipoli Peninsula in Turkey, and they sent Australian and New Zealand soldiers there in what was a futile effort because the Turks were so well prepared. It was just a ridiculous military exercise that cost both our countries tens of thousands of young Australian men and set the whole countries back by taking out that entire layer, that entire generation. My own father lost 3 brothers and had another seriously wounded, so he couldn't contribute to the Australian economy and growth beyond that war. So it was quite poignant, and so I thought I might just sing that one for you today. When I was a young man, I carried my pack, and I lived the free life of a rover. From the Murray's green basin to the dusty outback, I waltzed my Matilda all over. Then in 1915 my country said, son, it's time to stop roving, there's work to be done. And they gave me a tin hat and gave me a gun and marched me away to the war. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as the ship pulled away from the quay. Amidst all the cheers, the flag waving and tears, we sailed off for Gallipoli. How well I remember that terrible day when our blood stained the sand and the water, and how at that place that they call Suvla Bay, we were butchered like lambs at the slaughter. Johnny Turkey was waiting, he'd primed himself well. He showered us with bullets and rained us with shells. And in 5 minutes flat he had blown us away. Nearly blew us right back to Australia. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as we stopped to bury the slain. We buried ours and the Turks buried theirs. Then we started all over again. How those that were left, well, we tried to survive in a mad world of blood, death and fire. For 10 weary weeks I kept myself alive, though around me the bodies piled higher. Then a big Turkish shell knocked me onto my head, and when I woke up in my hospital bed, and I saw what it had done, well, I wished I were dead. Never knew there were worse things than dying. For I'll go no more waltzing Matilda around the green bush far and free. To hump tent and pegs, a man needs both his legs. No more waltzing Matilda for me. So they gathered the crippled, the wounded and maimed, and they shipped us back home to Australia. The armless, the legless, the blind and insane, those proud wounded heroes of Suvla. And when our ship pulled into Circular Quay, I looked at the place where my legs used to be. Thank heavens there was nobody waiting for me to grieve and to mourn and to pity. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as they carried us down the gangway. But nobody cheered, they just stood there and stared and turned all their faces away. So now every April I sit on my porch and I watch the parade pass before me, and I see my old comrades, how proudly they march, reviving old dreams and past glories. But the old men march slowly, their bones stiff and sore, tired old heroes from a forgotten war. And the young people ask, what are they marching for? And I ask myself the same question. But the band plays Waltzing Matilda, and the old men still answer the call. But as year follows year, more old men disappear. Someday no one will march there at all. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, who'll come a waltzing Matilda with me? And their ghosts may be heard as they march by that billabong. Who'll come a waltzing Matilda with me? Thank you.
Sir?
Yeah?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
I have a son in the Navy. I wondered if I could, that song touched me, and I wondered if I could come up and talk about it.
I'd love that very much. Please do.
Appreciate that. Yeah, my son in the Navy, his name is Louis Randolph Peebles.
Ah.
He'd be Dolph Jr., I guess.
Dolph Jr.
Yeah, and he gave me this little cap. What does it say up there?
USS Elliott.
USS Elliott. He was on that in different ships. John Stennis.
Yes, and John Stennis visited Hobart not many years ago, and I did the public relations for it.
And, I don't know if he was on it at the time, but it came close to meeting you. And right now he's actually on a hospital ship. He thought he was going to be, for the first time in 13 years, in a hospital instead of on a destroyer or an aircraft carrier. And he's now on a hospital ship back over in Asia somewhere, or parts unknown, as they say. And but I just appreciate you singing that song. And you know, it says bringing the world together through the magic of laughter. Mm-hmm. And there are other things that bring the world together. And that's when you're allies and you wanting freedom and goodness for all people. And sometimes people want to stop that. And we appreciate the sacrifices that this flag has made too.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, Derek.
Well, this is the part of the program where I'm supposed to get serious and talk about love and laughter. And you know, I'm a pretty serious fellow anyway. So what I want to do is really get serious. Because you know what? Love is one serious thing. And you got to get serious about love. And we're going to find some funny ways to get serious about love. And right now we're going to do it. What we're going to do is some magic tricks. And I tell you, somebody told me one time they wanted me to do a rope trick. Everybody likes rope tricks. And so I'm going to need some help to do those rope tricks. How many of you can count to 3? Raise your hand. All right, let's practice. 1, 2, 3. I don't think I could hear you. You know my age and everything. Let's try again. 1, 2, 3. I believe that'll work now. Here we go. Now, I'm going to magically tie this rope. All right, on the count of 3, I'm going to magically untie the rope. You ready? Count with me. 1, 2, 3. What did you expect? David Copperfield? What did it cost you to get in here? $85? Copperfield's $85. You want better than that? Shell out the money. All right. Well, let's try it again. Maybe count louder this time. Maybe it'll work. Here we go. You ready? 1, 2. And what's after that? 3. Whoa, look here. Whoa. My goodness. It wasn't a rope trick after all. It was a scarf trick. I apologize for that. Whoa, y'all clap for the scarf. Now, we're going to have to get some serious things going here. This is Peebles, the man behind the microphone, bringing you something positive each day from the Peebles Motivation Bureau, both positive, personal, and professional. Remember, there are 3 divisions: digital, real life, and print. But in the digital, we have not only the YouTube channel, but the website, Zoom events, and much more. In the real life, we do pulpit supply, funerals, weddings, magic shows, keynote speakers, and more. And in the print division, not only books, but magazine articles, newspapers, and custom artwork. Locally ordered books from me can get signatures and special discount. This one is already out and about, helping others. Churches and pastors have special discounts. I appreciate you, your ideas and support. Keep them coming. These are other areas that I might be able to help you, and these are my contact points. This is Daily Dose of Darryl, responding to the free and gracious gift of God. I am using humor, the art of illusion, modern technology, and decades of serving God and communities to work every day to uncover the beauty in all people and experiences coming my way, endeavoring to educate, entertain, and inspire. Each dose on this channel can help move us toward a better, healthier, and more informed mind, body, and spirit. I'm excited to be a small part of the expanding of our capacity to learn, love, and forgive, and together leave this world a better place for all. God bless you.